Hey, today we're going to talk about jelly donuts. Well, not really. We're going to talk about your spine as it compares to a jelly donut. Now, we all know what the spine looks like. It's a series of vertebrae stacked. In between those vertebrae are the spinal discs. Now, the spinal discs is what I'm going to compare to a jelly donut because the spinal discs kind of look like this. Almost looks like a jelly donut with the exterior donut and interior gelatinous jelly. Now, that is exactly what's inside of your spinal discs is a gelatinous substance that's made mostly out of water, and it's put there to give compression to your spine as you move around throughout your day. Now, the way that we keep that gelatinous substance healthy and plump and rich in fluid is by moving. So moving is very good for your spine. Sitting is the worst thing for your spine. So moving around is critical, but moving in the right way is also very important because if you picture those discs as jelly donuts, you can imagine that if you were to have 20 or 24 jelly donuts all stacked up and you try to move them around all day, you're going to get little crumblies falling off as the discs rub against each other. The jelly inside is going to start to spread. Now, for most of us, as we get older, that jelly does actually start to spread, and that's okay. But as the jelly moves outward, if it were to press against the donut, the nerve endings that surround that are going to start to feel the pressure of the fluid, and that's called a herniated disc, and it's quite painful. If the jelly actually breaches the donut, that's a prolapse disc. That's even more painful, and both of these conditions are very difficult to deal with. So we want to think about keeping our spines nice and tall, keep them lengthened so that your vertebrae are spaced and the discs in between have space to move and to move sideways, forwards, and also rotate. So think about, if you start to think about each of those discs as a jelly donut and try to keep your jelly donuts so that they're stacked and there's space in between them so that they can move freely and independently of each other, you will have less risk of moving that jelly around and having it spread out and breach your donut and causing you pain. So I just wanted to make that analogy so that you can keep that in mind as you go about your day moving. So try to stay safe, keep it moving, but keep it safe. Thanks for joining me. More to come on the spine.